Hello, my name is Dalton Lieberger, and today I'll be showing you how to make a Prezi. First, we're going to start off with a Prezi of my own in order to walk through the steps, and then I'm going to be giving you an example. The requirements in order to make a Prezi are a computer with access to the internet, creativity in order to make an interesting Prezi, an account for Prezi.com, and a web browser that isn't Firefox. Firefox, for whatever reason, doesn't agree with the software that goes into making a Prezi, so it's not going to work on Firefox. You're going to need something like Chrome. For this Prezi, I used Chrome. Once you have all of that, you're going to want to make an account for Prezi.com. To do this, you're going to go to Prezi.com, and that's going to take you to the home page. And in the top right corner, you're going to see a blue button that says Get Started. When you click on that, it's going to take you to another page, which is going to have a bunch of things for you to fill out. And then you're going to sign up for that like any other account you would make. Once you have an account, it's going to bring you to another page, which is going to have several options of presentations for you to choose from. So the next step is to create the base for your presentation. This means you're going to choose from their options of what presentation they have. And for this one, I will be covering Prezi Present. And so for this, you're going to want to create a blank version of it by clicking on the plus symbol and in the list of presentations. Once you have that, it's going to take you to where you can choose from several templates, or you can choose to create a blank one. Choosing from a template gives you a much easier presentation creation process. Leaving it blank gives you more creative freedom. Step 3 is to create the layout. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up the background. Background is generally going to stay the same for your entire presentation, as it's all sort of laid out on top of it. So as you can see for this one, I used a geometric blue background that doesn't overwhelm but enhances. Next thing you're going to want to do is create the slides. Now with a PowerPoint, all of the slides would be the same thing. They would look kind of like this one. But for this one, or before Prezi, you have the option to make geometric shapes and arrows and all kinds of things. And so you're going to want to figure out what you want for each of your slides and then figure out where you want them placed. And that brings us to the next step, design the path. So unlike a presentation given with a PowerPoint, your slides are not going to be just in numerical order. They're going to be placed on a big grid, and you're going to be able to move from one to the other in any direction. It even could involve rotating. So you're going to want to figure out where you want your presentation to hop from one point to the next. And then once you've done that, you're going to want to change the colors and animations to make it look the way you want. Step 4 is to finish up and present your Prezi. And that means you're going to fill out any information that's left, make sure all your slides are completed, make sure you have everything looking just the way you want. And then you're going to spice it up a little more, maybe add in some rotations, maybe get some extra colors in there, a couple of images, make it look like you put effort into it. And then you're going to present it. And the last step is to enjoy. Prezi allows you to enjoy the process of creating the presentation and presenting it more than PowerPoint does. PowerPoint offers a lot of options, but Prezi offers more. And now that we have completed this presentation, we're going to go over to our dashboard here and create one. So the first time you go to the website, you're not going to get this page. You're going to get the home page, and it's going to have a Get Started up here. You're going to click that, sign up, and then it's going to take you here. From here, you're going to want to go and click on Prezi Present, and then you're going to want to click on this plus. And that's going to take you to these templates. From here, you can go and choose a template, or you can click on the blank. And you're going to put in a title for your presentation and choose who can see it. You're only going to have the option for anyone on the web unless you're paying for the subscription. And as I don't have the subscription and this free version, we're going to go with anyone on the web. Now it's going to open up, and when it opens up, it's going to give you this layout. And you can choose to keep this layout, or you can just go ahead and delete that and go through and create your own. Now, an interesting thing to note is that none of the text boxes will show up unless there's actually text in them. So we're going to go ahead and add those two text boxes. Now that we have that set up, we can go up here, click on Style, and create the background. And it's going to open up this little menu over here, and you can go down here and choose a color, or you can use one of these images. This one, why don't we use these nice buildings? Alright, and now that we have a background, we also are going to want to add in some slides. So for that, we're going to go up to Insert, click on Shape, and then click on the slide from the menu. Now see, this shape kind of blends in with the background. So what we're going to want to do is change the color. That's better. And if you double click it, it will zoom in here. And then you can right click on it, click Add Animation, and click Zoom to, and it will add it to your path over here. Now that we have that, we're going to want to add some text. Same thing, you're going to click Insert and then Text. And then you're going to add your text. And now you have a text box. Let's say black isn't doing your color here. It's clashing too much. Let's make it beige. Okay, and now that we have one slide, let's go ahead and make another. But this one we're going to do something different. I'm going to create another shape. And it's going to be blue. And then we're going to use Control-Alt on your keyboard. We're going to go ahead and flip it. Now you may be thinking, well, it's a rectangle. What did flipping it do? Well, you'll see in a second. So now we have two slides. So let's go ahead and present it. And you're going to want to use the arrow keys to go back to your first slide. And then you're going to use them to continue on. And as you can see, we get a cool animation of the screen rotating. That's because we rotated this slide. And that is the basics of creating a Prezi. Once again, I am Dalton Lightberger, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.